Hello, and welcome to the 7-day forecast of divine guidance messages for all of us. This week's messages are valid today, Monday, April the 10th, and through to Sunday, April the 16th of 2023. I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday weekend. No matter what you were celebrating, it feels like the whole world was in celebration, which is so fabulous. Sitting in with Spirit this morning was really quite interesting. I felt like a lot of aggressive energy, and then I heard that we were also in pre-retrograde, the shadow of Mercury retrograde, which is going to be upon us on April 21st, but a couple weeks leading up to that, we start feeling the energies. Now, Mercury is the planet of communication and technology. So when this planet does its little backward dance before it moves forward again, we tend to pull back. It can cause some misunderstandings and miscommunications. And the energy within technology can, get a little fritzy, if you will. So it's nothing at all to worry about. It is wonderful just to be aware and highly recommended from starting now until about 1 or 2 weeks after the retrograde, which is about 3 weeks. So I'd say 5 weeks in total. Just to be aware, to be clear with your communications. Do your best not to communicate with people often using or in depth using emails or text messages. There's way too much room for misunderstanding and misinterpretation. If someone's not hearing your voice and how you're saying a word, then they can hear it a different way. And then the whole message gets interpreted something completely different than what it was intended. So it's highly recommended for all communications with others to be done either on a video call or a voice call at least. That way there's no room for misunderstandings. And so this energy tapping into it this morning was a little bit volatile, I gotta say. So this week, I feel like there might be some projections, and it kind of feels like an intention to project to try to trigger people. So but Spirit's saying again, like, not to be reactive to this, to be reflective, but also to realize where you are in a situation. Are you reacting to a situation, or are you reflecting on it? So the first message that came in was turn off the noise, right? Disengage from distractions because of the misinformation and the misunderstandings that are apparently going to get projected this week. It feels quite intense, to be honest with you, but if you have a meditative practice, if you choose and set the intentions to be more reflective instead of reactive in a situation, then this is perfect for you learning how to manage your own self, right? By unplugging from the outside world, you can actually spend more time focusing and managing your own thoughts, your own feelings, and therefore your own actions. And this is kind of rolling off the messages from last week too, to continue governing yourself. If you're continuously reactive to your outside world, you are not governing yourself. You're allowing the outside world to govern you, right? If you want power, personal power, and the freedom to be able to choose for yourself, well, then stop plugging into that outside dictatorship and plug back into you. Right? Focusing on you, because this equals balance, right? And when you balance your inner reality, your outer reality is going to reflect that. It will be projected as that for you. So yeah, now we're just going to drop right into the cards after that, because that's pretty much all Spirit wants us to focus on. or be aware of, right? That we can manage the things that are happening, but it's our choice of whether or not we're going to engage or disengage. And for this week, it's highly recommended from the higher selves to disengage from whatever's going on outside of you, especially if it's triggering some volatile energies. Be thankful for the trigger, because obviously something needed to come up, but stop what you're doing. Don't react to the situation. Pull back, reflect upon yourself, and work through your emotions on a personal level instead of projecting them outwards. This is how we're going to make a big difference in this world. We all start managing the self and stop trying to manage each other. Yeah. Okay, so from let's see, I've got the 3 decks sitting in front of me. I have already pulled the cards. The first deck is the Ascended Masters. I pulled 3 cards from that. And then one additional message of guidance from the Divine Energy Oracle, and another additional message of guidance for us from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle. So, as most of you know, for those that don't, when I pull the main messages, which are going to be reflective and pertaining to our third dimensional reality, or our physical reality, okay, what we see and experience day to day. And what remains at the bottom of the deck after I pull those main messages is like a 5th dimensional or higher, bigger picture perspective. Also messages that come from our higher selves, right? So this is the bigger picture of what we're going through on the lower picture. And so the energetics, the bigger picture, starting with the Ascended Master, the first message we got is you are seeing the situation accurately. So again, when you know and you're trusting your intuition of what is taking place, don't react. Reacting to a situation that has you triggered only is like pouring gasoline on an already lit fire. You're not going to get the results that it is that you're looking for, because that trigger is meant for you to heal something within yourself. So, and this is an inside job. It has nothing to do with making the other person, change, right? This is an opportunity for you to do what you have power over, which is yourself, right? So don't ignore the truth of what it is that you're seeing in your intuition that is guiding you, because it if you ignore it, we tend to have a harder time and a more challenging experiences, before we start learning. Oh, right. So when you accept the things, I mean, some things that you're seeing, you're going to absolutely love. Other things, maybe not so much. But when you accept it for what it is, then you can make a better choice instead of trying to ignore it or trying to change it towards something that it isn't, right? So the Horus card there, that's all about, trusting that inner guidance, because you have it and it's always communicating with you. The other part of the bigger picture here from the Divine Energy Oracle is seek hidden treasures. So, and these hidden treasures are within, right? So this is pull back and be reflective, go inwards, get quiet, hear that intuition, because that's going to be the treasure that you're looking for, which is going to give you the direction that is for your greater and higher good, right? And for the greater and higher good of all, lest it hurt none. And then from the Angels and Ancestors, we got the High Priestess, and it says harness mystic power. Again, in order to harness mystic power, we have to do this management of self, and have some kind of devotional practice each and every day, with a spiritual practice of some kind, either through meditation, well, some form of meditation, because meditation just means being very present in this moment, whether you're quieting the mind, consciously through a guided meditation, or you just know how to do that for yourself, or you're doing it through something, a practice, a moving practice like yoga, tai chi, qigong, any of those kind of arts. This is how we're going to come more into alignment with the divineness within ourselves, which is connected to all that is, and then start turning on our abilities and expanding the ones that are already on and having a greater awareness of all of this. So this is what we're learning this week. And I feel it's like this is one of the harder lessons and teachings that this life on this planet has for us, is that outside reactive world that's always trying to push your buttons. It's really important to turn that off. Don't pay it any mind or attention, and just focus on you and what you know is right for you, and follow that inner guidance. This is where your mystic power can be harnessed, and you'll see a lot clearer. You'll move a lot clearer. You'll start making choices, better choices, if that's what's needed in your life, and feel good about it. Okay, dropping down into our third dimensional physical reality of what we're navigating for this week. We got Archangel Michael showing up right away with "You can do it." So I love this. The mantra that comes in with this particular card is, and you kind of sing it in order to elevate that frequency of yours quickly. So repeat after me if you're unsure about something, but you know you got to give it a go. I can and I will. 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 I can, therefore I will. Very powerful statement, right? This is an invocation that you do for yourself. But you also have the support of your angels, your your spirit guides, your higher self, the universe at large, all of it. When you think you can, you will. When you think and believe that you can't, you won't. You're right either way. But the beautiful thing is that you get to choose. And if you have been telling yourself over and over that you can't for this, that, or whatever story you've been telling yourself, but you actually do want whatever that is, or the results that would be produced if you just learned how to do that, start telling yourself that you can and put yourself to the test, because you can. When you believe you can and you're determined to learn what you need to learn and take those steps, you will absolutely accomplish it. That's awesome. Our second message here, we got Pan with fertility. So if those of you out there, remember, this is a general reading for everybody, so it's going to resonate with some. Other messages will resonate with others. So please take what feels right for you and leave what doesn't. So for some, if you're looking to expand in your family, maybe have a new baby, this is a very, very viable card for this. It is the creation of something new, giving birth to new life on a very literal, but also metaphorical perspective. So for those that are not wanting to get pregnant, or have been there, done that, or it's simply just not in what it is you want it to manifest in your life, that is quite all right. Then this card is meaning on an energetic and metaphorical level that the energies currently this week, and this probably around midweek, are going to be very what's the word, very supportive for birthing a new creative idea and or adventure. Okay. It's almost like you are singing or making music, like the panpiper here. to create that melody, to create that dream, and almost as if by magic, it's going to cultivate, because the energy around this is fertile, right? In order to plant the seeds and watch something grow. And for those of us that have been planting seeds, the fertility of those seeds, like the sprouts and the growth from all of that, are starting to break ground. Okay, so this is actually very, very wonderful. And then we also got the Green Man with retreat into nature. So remember, nature is everywhere, and we are a part of nature. So, what happened here? Oop, I lost my video for a second. I'm still here. So retreat back into nature. There's the shadow retrograde for you. Woohoo, something. So retreating back into nature helps us realign with the nature of ourselves. Nature is beautiful for us to come back into, I want to say, basics and realignment with the truth of who we are, which is simplistic beauty, right? When we unplug from the noise and the distractions that are happening and tune in to nature, oh my God, are we ever held in such beautiful energy, supportive energy? This is where we can release any and all tension and stress from our daily lives, and breathe in that fresh new air and that supportive energy from our Mother Earth, and I want to say the Father Sky, because that air that we breathe too is also part of nature. And when we're consciously breathing and we're consciously connecting with our nature surrounding us, which is also a part of the nature within us, oh, the harmony, right? So there you go. If you didn't know what to do, if you were unplugging from your outside world for the first time and you're thinking, oh my God, what am I going to do with myself? Challenge. Go be in nature. Listen to the birds. Watch the birds. Watch the trees. Just sit in the energy and allow it to support you. Come back home to the truth of who you are, in calmness, in stillness, in peace and tranquility. If this is what you're striving for, you're not going to strive it. You're not going to accomplish it by continuing to be caught up in the chaos, right? So our first additional message of guidance from the Divine Energy Oracle is raise your vibration. So if you're triggered by stuff, if you're depressed, if you're feeling anything less than satisfied, content, and happy, then your vibration's operating on a lower frequency. There are many ways for you to uplift your vibration. You can start putting on certain frequency music on YouTube videos. I would suggest listening to something of 528 hertz, right? Nice relaxing music with that, to work with that heart chakra to open it up, and that starts to elevate your energy. Dancing, singing, playing music, right? These are all wonderful things. If you love to write, do more of that. If you like to anything creative that brings you joy, do those things. Meditation helps to raise your vibrational frequency, and exercise can definitely do that for you too. What else? There was something. Oh yes, laughter. Laughter. Okay, sometimes our guidance will drop in a pretty funny little joke or a little comment that will kind of like stop you dead in your tracks and just start laughing. So this is your team helping you out in the moment to shift that energy and get back up to a high vibration. So put on watch your favorite movie, comedy, that helps to make you laugh, because that's an instant vibrational shift. Okay. And then our last message of additional guidance from the angels and ancestors is the star ancestor. And the message here is follow the voice of your soul. Because our intuition, yes, the human conditioning has been plagiarized. Wow, that's quite the word. Plagiarized. Misinformation, miscommunication is designed to confuse and control. So unplug from that shite, if you will, and plug back into your heart and connect up to your higher power in order to harness what you have control over yourself. Remember, this power was never designed for us to manipulate and control another person. This is why the world at large is in the place that it is, which is totally dismantling, because the truth sets everybody free, and more of the truth is coming out. So really, really important to understand the things that you see, what you're feeling, harnessing your own power in order to seek the treasures in this life that are for you and are accessible to you. You just have to balance within yourself in order to open up to that divine abundance, right? And when you become a vibrational match to these things, they manifest as if by magic. It's just so beautiful, right? So that's really cool. I did want to share actually, they're saying no, let that one go. So just be aware, if you want to help contribute to make this world a better place, you have to lead by example. And if it's peace ultimately that you want and harmony within your relationships, then it's time to be peaceful. You don't fight for such a thing. Fighting is the opposite of peace, right? So peaceful, be peaceful, exhibit what it is to be in peace, but you do have to actually cultivate and devote yourself to a practice that aligns you with such a thing. And that's leading by example. It changes your life, and it will have a ripple effect on your outside reality that has a positive effect on everybody and all willing hearts that are open to it. Yeah, each one of us, we have power over self. So tune back in, turn yourself on, and enjoy this life. It's meant for us to wake up and engage in beautiful ways. No more destruction. All right. I will be taking pictures of all of these cards, plus the full write-up of each card from the book, and upload a TikTok video of that, which you can pause the TikTok video in order to read the full page and then swipe over, read the next page, instead of trying to read it all in the quick couple seconds that you have before it shifts, if it's continuing to play. And then it will also be uploaded to my Webinescence Enterprises Facebook business page. If anybody is looking for a private one-on-one message with me, feel free to comment on this video if you want a free one message guidance. So just comment what it is you want guidance on. If you're not sure, ask to be given what you need right now. And all comments that come through the YouTube video, I will honor and answer right there, because sharing those questions and answers publicly can definitely assist others somehow, some way. Spirit has no limits or boundaries on how it delivers its messages to people and makes sure that it gets received. So leaving that open, please know, if you are watching this well past the 7-day forecast, there's a reason for it. Please trust that you are guided here for a reason. And another announcement, this coming Saturday, I will be vending at a witches flea market at the Oasis Wellness Center in Coquitlam. It's an all-day event. Please come down. There's going to be lots of vendors happening there. I will be selling some used tarot and oracle cards, and I have a very large library that I am drastically downsizing. So come on out if you're looking for discounted and well. All my decks were extremely well treated, so they're almost as if they are new still, but they are used. So there's quite a discount that you would get to receive these. I'm also selling some merchandise from Pink Lotus, botanicals, essential oils, and muscle rub. And then I'm also selling some products from Spirit Hollow Energy Healing and Creative Arts. Yes, we got some witch's black salt available, and other little what are they called? I forget. There's these beautiful little boxes with a bunch of content in there for those of us that are working with intentions and doing prayers and ritual work. Yes, so come on out. Oh, and I'm also going to have a couple drums for sale down there too. Yeah, I'm going to have the howling, the wolf drum that I have, as well as the wise flight, which is the owl drum, and that is for sale, and they'll be down there as well. So oh, and also I'm gonna have I believe I'm gonna have $25 off for select services. Actually, it'll be $25 off for any signups for any of my one-on-one services. So if anybody signs up with me while I am at the vending market, at the Witches Flea Market, you will get $25 off, but we have to pay up front and pre-book. I cannot offer any of my services at this event, but I can definitely do some selling offers, and we can either meet in person at my place of business and mission, or we can do it virtually over the phone, depending on what service it is. So if you're wanting to get a discount, come and see me down there and book in. Okay, everybody have a great week. Do your best not to be reactive to your outside world, because the triggers, well, people are pulling the trigger on a whole bunch of things here. So it's really important to let it go, manage yourself, because that's the only power you have is over yourself, and you'll have a much better time of it. Right? You got this. We all got this. And yeah, from my heart to yours, shine bright, because we are all very beautiful souls. Namaste.